Good morning, everyone, and I just wanted to show you one pattern that develops on the RSI indicator. And in this one, I call it a zero line reject. Sometimes you do get snake bite. So I just wanted to kind of highlight these patterns. You see it over here on the 360. Price comes back to the ATR, okay? When it comes back to the ATR, you can see that the RSI just barely makes it above that zero line, and then you get this pivot high formation. Now this is a ghost pivot high, but it works the same as a true pivot high. And what happens? It continues down. The RSI is the one that really gives you the biggest clue here, because this tells you that they tried to come in. Buyers really tried to push it up, but they were unsuccessful. Okay, so what happens? It goes back down. Now these patterns are evident on just about all of the markets and all of the time frames. So right now you can see that you've got the magenta peak, and this tells us that price should pull back to the ATR. With these moving averages, it would not surprise me if it pulls back to the blue or the gray moving average. Now, if we go down one step further to the 60, you can see here was your zero line reject at the same time that your stochastics was overextended at the same time that price is at an ATR. You know, this is just three different signals that, hey, more likely than not, price is going to take out the previous low. Now, again, going back to this magenta peak and the stochastics being almost at the point of being overextended, I would expect the market to move up. So if you're looking at the 15-minute chart, okay, you can see that we flip the ATR to blue here, okay, and then it comes back to test it here, forms the pivot low to the upside, okay, and moves up. Now this, if you expected this to go higher than this, you would be incorrect, because price did not go higher than the previous bar. So they take it to the point of being overextended, come back to being oversold. When they come back to being oversold, you can see they formed this pivot low to the upside again. That told you this was more than likely a zero line reject. That occurs again here and again here. In other words, they really did try to sell the market off, but they're unable to. And that's one of the reasons I do like having the RSI on the chart. You can see that this cycles real nicely. This cycles, it just takes a little bit more reading skill to actually read this versus the stochastics.